everybody, welcome back to my channel Free Capri. So I'm gonna tell you what chemo feels like. I know there's some people who are curious out there, who are cancer survivors, who just got diagnosed, or who's just plain curious to know. Well, I'm gonna tell you what chemo feels like based on solely from my experience. So I was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma about 1.5 years ago. I've been in remission for about a year. When I first got my chemo, so me in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna practically die getting this chemo because it's poisonous, it's going through my bloodstream, like I'm gonna be sick all the time. Like I just had all these preconceived notions. And when I finally got that first dose, you know, it felt kind of cold. I had a PICC line at first, and then eventually I got a port. And I was just waiting to get sick, basically. I was just waiting, and nothing happened. Now, what they do is they give you, I don't know if they do it for all chemos, for all cancers, but for mine, they gave me Zofran, which is an anti-nausea, anti-vomiting medication first before you get the chemo, and then they give you the chemo. So that helped tremendously. So I was able to get the chemo for 5 days straight, and I was an inpatient in the hospital. So I was just be in the bed, just getting my chemo all day long. Honestly, I did not throw up. I wasn't sick. I felt okay. I felt okay. I was very, 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 very sleepy, but I was able to eat a lot of food every single day. And there were times where I wouldn't feel good and I just wanted to sleep the whole day, or I get depressed. Now chemo brings on lots and lots of mood swings. Like I would cry all the time. I would just be acting weird, like out of nowhere. So they bring on heavy side effects for sure. But chemo, it just, I don't know, it just takes the life out of you. Me, I didn't really get sick while I was receiving the chemo for 5 days straight. Now, when they took me off of the chemo, let me tell you, when I was on my last day getting ready to go home and they unhooked me from the chemo because I was done, let me tell you, I had somewhat of some energy, but when they unhook me, like there's like a ticking time bomb where I slowly start to lose all of my energy. Like every ounce of my being, I felt my energy just leaving my body. Like I felt like I could have just dropped to the floor every time, and literally like I could barely walk. Right after, I would have to go home and just lay down and sleep for hours and hours and hours because I would have no energy. I would be so tired to even like sit up for a long period of time, and I had loss of appetite. That's for a different story. But while I'm on chemo, I was actually okay, which is hard to believe. But when they take you off of that chemo and you have to go home, like I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels like you lose all of your energy. You could just feel your body just getting weaker and weaker and weaker. But it's not fun to be on chemo, and you know, I just wanted to tell you that how it feels. It just feels like you're receiving medicine, but you really don't feel the effects until you're done with the chemo and you have to go home and just lay there and you can't eat, mouth sores. Like that's when all the bad stuff happens, when you're done with the chemo. But while I was on the chemo, I was okay. I was able to eat, and plus they had me on steroids or prednisone, which was disgusting, which made me want to eat, and I gained some water weight. It was just weird. It was just a weird experience, but I got used to it and I was able to get through it. I had to get that picture out of my mind of this is poison going through my body, but it's keeping me alive. You know, it's very, very weird. But for everyone else, it's different. Solely on my experience, I was okay while on the treatment, on the chemo. But when I went home after 5 days straight in a row for 24 hours, I couldn't do anything. I was weak as heck, and I had all types of side effects. But that's for another video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, And leave some comments down below. Let me know how chemo felt to you. Let me know how you felt when you got done getting your chemo. Did you feel the same way as me? Let me know. Let's chat in the comments. And what other videos would you like to see me do next? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.